Hi there, so this post today is basically only going to go up on Facebook. It's not going to go on the YouTube channel, and it's in response to a post I read yesterday where a gentleman asked what the average group size was with PCP and with spring rifle when you're shooting unsupported standing at 25 yards. Now, I guessed my answer. I didn't have any proof really, and I saw some answers come up which I thought were a little bit skeptical because there were some really tight groups being posted, and I can imagine people can shoot tight groups, and hopefully today I might get a half decent one, but it's not your average. Your average is probably you do 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 and you see, you know, you take a measurement and then you get your average from them all, and obviously you improve with practice. Now, if you used to shoot a really good group and put it up, then that's fine, but that's not your average. You can't do that every time. So this is a truth post of me, and I'm using myself as an example. Now, I'm using my spring rifle because it's obviously harder to shoot than a PCP, and it's 2.2, so a lot of people don't like that caliber. I love it, I prefer it, it's my favourite caliber. So instead of doing 25 yards, I've gone out to 27.3, and the reason I've done that is because that's what I've zeroed this rifle with, distance with at the moment. So it's a little bit further using a recoiling rifle, and it's 2.2, so we'll see how we get on. Okay, zoom in to 27 yards. Hopefully the camera centers nicely. I'm going to try putting a pellet somewhere in the centre of the card first, which will be my first shot, and then hopefully aim at that same pellet mark. See how we get on. And that's one. Two. 3, that was a better shot. 4. Pity about the second shot, me pulling it. 5. Now I'll just zoom out. I'll keep this live at a second. So that's me, obviously shooting standing unsupported. I'll just spin the camera around so you can hopefully see. There's nothing here I'm resting on. It's just me standing shooting unsupported, and I've shot myself really. I'm quite impressed with that. 27.3 yards. 4 of the shots looks like they're touching for me, and there was 1 dropped. I'm pleased with that. That's got to be probably maybe 5p size, maybe a little bit bigger. I'm not sure. We're going to have a look in a little while. But yeah, so it can be done, but it takes practice, and to be honest, I didn't practice enough, so I could probably improve that if I spent a couple of weeks practicing with the 2.2 Sandwell Springer. But to be honest, the rifle's tuned that well, and there's such, or I should say, there's not that much recoil at all from this rifle. The trigger's obviously been tuned by Luke Jolly, so it makes it a little bit easier to shoot. If you was using a rifle what wasn't tuned and probably had a bit of a stiffer trigger, then you might not be able to achieve that sort of group in there. But we're going to have a look. So there's 4 shots, and there's obviously I think it was my second shot. It's let me down, but if I turn this on, hopefully you can see it. It's zeroed, and we'll do basically centre to centre. That's actually paper tear there, so the actual group's there. So that's 13.22 millimeters for 4 shots, standing unsupported with the SFS Imp. Pretty good. Even if I was to call that one there, still centre to centre, it's still 13.86 millimeters. That there I know was me. You know, that was me pulling it. It wasn't the rifle. But maybe if I was more practiced, I wouldn't have done that there. But I'm still happy with 4 shots. So it can be done. That, though, is not something I'll get every time. That is not an average group for me. That one there is what I'd say is a good group on a good day, which obviously I'm shooting pretty well today. So the original post, people was asking about an average, and a lot of people was posting these sort of size groups or talking about these sort of size groups. You won't get that every time. If I can guarantee now, if I was to try that again, I wouldn't be able to get a group at that size again. But it would be probably with under 30 mil, I should imagine. Right, as I zoom in this time, you'll see I've replaced the target card and I put out one of my spinners. It's not a really small spinner. I would say it's probably 30-35 mil, maybe a little bit more. We'll measure it in a little while. But I personally believe no matter who you think you are and how good you think you are at shooting standing unsupported, you'll always have room for improvement, because rifles nowadays are more accurate than the shooter. And that's even from a prone rested position. So with standing unsupported being one of the hardest, if not the hardest position to shoot from, with practice you will improve. So let's see how we get on. And it is always nice to hear that resounding crack as the pellet hits the metal spinner. And these pellets, I'm just taking them out of my pocket, so they're straight out of the tin basically. That's 2 out of 2. So I can have one more shot. I'm not guaranteed to hit the spinner, but it'd be nice if I do. Well, that was nice. That's just spin the camera around. Oh, full. Forgot to zoom out. Sorry about that. But yeah, here we are. You can see I've got nothing I'm resting on. I'm a nightmare today. But yeah, that's 3 shots, 3 hits at 27.3 yards on the spinner. Like I say, I'll do a quick measurement now. It's not small, but you don't have to go small straight away, because if you're learning to shoot standing unsupported or practicing and you're shooting at something too small, I know a lot of people say aim small, hit small, but if you're at a stage where you're just learning to shoot standing unsupported, aiming at something small and missing, you can get disheartened. So try something a little bit bigger. It don't have to be massive, but something like that, and you'll get the enjoyment out of hitting it. Now, just in case you're wanting to know my style of shooting, there are different styles, and whatever suits you is the best, but I find keeping my elbow in and resting the rifle on the palm and just gripping it gently, not pulling it in or anything, letting it recoil, what recoil this rifle has, but this is called the artillery hold, and shooting it in this manner, I get my best results. Some people don't like that. Some people put their arm forward, but I find it waves around a lot. Some people hold it like that, and some don't even know how they do it. Actually, I think they do it in some way, a different way. The HFT and the FT shooters shoot it a different way. But whatever style suits you, then that's the one you want to try and improve on. Right. You can see this. I'll turn this on and make sure it's zeroed, and we'll measure it. So it's 40 mil. So, like I say, not small, but with practice I might even be able to hit this one 3 times on the trot. And the bottom one, turn on again, 0, is smaller, as you can see it's 30mm, but everything comes in time and with practice. So just before I go home, you'll see I've moved the spinner and the yellow target catcher back, and I've moved them both back so I could actually laze the target catcher, and it's at 46 metres, so around about 49-50 yards. So I'll just load the gun, remove the parallax onto the right one. Let's have a look. 46 metres should be just over 4 mil dots. So I'm going to have 5 shots. Hopefully you'll see the splash if I miss the spinner, which I probably will, but hopefully I can hit it at least once, standing unsupported at 5. Let's see how we get on. So you can see the pellets impacting, and they're pretty close. Hey, that was good. That second shot, I'm happy with that. So I managed to hit it once anyway. So let's do the third shot. Hey, 3. That's better than I thought. 2 more shots. Yes! 4 hit the metal, but it didn't spin. And this will be the last shot. Oh! Woohoo! Now that was what you call one of them fluky things. I'll just turn the camera around. I've already shown you there is obviously nothing I'm resting on. There's absolutely nothing. So 4 hits out of 5 at 46 yards. Yeah, one of them didn't make it spin, and I could have hit maybe one of the edges of it, or even the stalk of the yellow. I won't know until I edit it, but definitely 3 of the 5 made it spin. So you can see these imps are quite capable once you've spent a little bit of time, and I could probably improve on that, like I say, with a bit of practice. So I'm really happy with that, and I've been shocked myself really. So yeah, good. So you've seen the group I shot, and it was 5 shots. Shame I let myself down on the second shot, but that was a lack of concentration, bad trigger technique and me pulling the shot. But you did see shots 3, 4 and 5 go in shot 1 hole, so making 4 shots in a 1 hole group. So I was pretty pleased with that. If I was to be more practiced and concentrated more, I might have been able to get all 5 shots in that 1 hole group, which, to be fair, for me, after not practicing in that stance with this rifle, is a pretty good group. So I sort of like shocked myself. But I hope you see now there is possibility of improvement for everyone, and please get out there and try it, practice. You might be surprised. I was definitely surprised with my results. I've got better results today than I posted on Facebook, but you don't know until you try. So thanks for watching.